Listen, fellas, you could be the most handsome guy in the room, have a six-pack, a great job, even a car that turns heads, and she'll still friend-zone you without blinking. But then there's this other guy, average-looking, nothing flashy about him, and she's head over heels, telling her friends, I think he's the one. Sounds unfair, right? But it's not about unfairness. It's about something most men don't even realize. There's one thing women pay attention to more than looks, money, or how many abs you have. If you've got this one thing, she'll want to hold on to you. If you don't, everything else is just noise. Here's what I mean. Women don't fall in love when you impress them. They fall in love when they feel safe with you. And I'm not talking about physical safety, although that matters too. I'm talking about emotional safety. Think about it. A woman can admire your achievements, your sense of humor, your style. But admiration isn't the same as connection. Connection happens when she feels like she can be her real self around you, without judgment, without fear, without feeling like she has to put on a mask. That's the real test, and most men fail it without even realizing. I'll give you a real story. My buddy Dave is not a model. He's not rich either. He's just an ordinary guy who likes old rock music and bad dad jokes. But his girlfriend? She's gorgeous, smart, and completely in love with him. One day I asked her, what made you fall for Dave? And she said something that stuck with me. I knew he was the one when I could ugly cry in front of him. That's it. Not when he bought her flowers, not when he told a great joke. When she could ugly cry and feel okay about it. That's when it clicked for her, because that's what safety feels like. When she knows she can let her guard down and you won't see her as weak, dramatic, or less desirable. You'll just hold space for her. That's the moment everything changes. Now you might be thinking, okay, so how do I make her feel that? And here's the truth. It's not about trying harder, saying the perfect thing, or memorizing lines. It's about how you show up in those little unplanned moments. The moments that reveal who you really are. She's not looking for a performance, she's looking for consistency. Because the question on her mind isn't, is he fun right now? It's, could I live with this energy for the rest of my life? Here's something most guys don't realize. Women are always picking up on signals you don't even know you're sending. She's not just listening to your jokes or compliments, she's watching how you move through the world. Especially how you handle stress. That's a big one. Let's say you're out together and something goes wrong. The waiter messes up your order. Traffic is insane. Plans fall apart. What do? Do you lose your temper? Start blaming people? Or do you keep your cool? Maybe even make a joke and turn it into something fun? Because to her, that's a preview of the future. If you blow up over a late pizza, what happens when life throws something big at you? A family issue? Financial stress? Kids getting sick? She's thinking long-term. Stability matters more than swagger when it comes to choosing a life partner. And this isn't just an opinion, it's backed by science. There are studies that show women consistently rank emotional stability as one of the most attractive traits in a partner, even above physical looks. Because drama gets old fast. Excitement is fun for a while, but stability is what keeps her feeling secure. And that security isn't boring, it's freedom. Freedom for her to be vulnerable, to trust you, to build something real without worrying that you'll collapse under pressure. Now, let's talk about the thing that kills that sense of security faster than anything else. It's neediness. This is the silent deal breaker that so many guys don't even see coming. It doesn't matter how great you look, how good you are in bed, or how much you care. If your energy says, I need you to feel okay, she's going to pull back. Because neediness feels heavy, it feels like pressure, and nobody wants to feel like they're responsible for someone else's happiness. That's a burden, not a relationship. I know what you're thinking, but isn't showing interest important? Of course. She wants to feel wanted. She wants to feel chosen, but there's a big difference between desire and desperation. Desire says, I like you, I enjoy being with you, but I'm good on my own too. Desperation says, please validate me, please don't leave, I can't be okay without you. And trust me, she can feel the difference even if you never say it out loud. It's in the way you text, the way you react when she's busy, the way you handle it when she needs space. If you freak out every time she doesn't respond in 5 minutes, if you make her your entire world after 2 dates, that's going to send a very clear signal. This guy isn't secure in himself. And security in yourself, that's the magnet. That's what makes her think this man can lead. This man can handle life. So how do you avoid that trap? By building a life you love outside of her. Have passions, have goals, have friends. Be engaged in the relationship but not consumed by it. Let her miss you sometimes, because when you're whole on your own, you don't come to her empty-handed looking for her to fill you up. You come to her already full, and she feels the difference. That's when she starts to see you as rare. Because most guys aren't doing that. Most guys are either over-investing too soon or playing weird games to seem detached. You don't need to do either. Just be rooted in your own life, and then invite her to share in it. And here's the beautiful part. When you show up like that, calm under pressure, comfortable in your own skin, giving her space to be real, you become the guy she doesn't want to let go of. Not because you tricked her, not because you played a role, but because being with you feels like home. And that's what women are really looking for. Not a castle, not a fairy tale, not a perfect man. Just a man who feels like home. Think about it. The relationships that last, the ones that feel unshakable, are the ones where both people feel safe enough to be themselves. No masks, no pretending, no walking on eggshells. Just two people who can laugh together when life gets messy, who can lean on each other without fear, who know that even in their worst moments, the other person isn't going anywhere. That's love. That's the stuff that makes her look at you and think, he's the one. So the next time you're wondering how to make her choose you, stop focusing on impressing her. Stop obsessing over what to text, what to wear, how to seem cooler than you are. None of that is what seals the deal. What seals the deal is how she feels when she's around you. Does she feel safe? Does she feel seen? Does she feel like she can breathe? If the answer is yes, you've already done more than the guy with the car, the abs, and the fancy job ever could. And if you're sitting there thinking, damn, that makes sense, that's your sign to start practicing this. Not someday, not when the perfect woman shows up. Start now. With your friends, your family, your coworkers. Build that calm, confident presence in every part of your life. Because when she does come along, you won't have to fake anything. You'll already be that guy. And she'll know, because women always know. They don't fall for the image, they fall for the feeling. And if that feeling is safety, security, and joy, you won't just be another guy she dates. You'll be the one she chooses for life.